Welcome to Barrack Mitsubishi. My name is Nathan, and today we're doing a walk around video on this 2015 SSV Redline in the VF series. So what we'll do is actually run through the condition of the car. However, this car actually presents pretty damn good, and as well as some of the features that does come in the VF series, or as in the Redline series as well. Now, starting off at that front end, you've got that very iconic VF look. You've got those nice sharp headlights with your projector globes in there, and your daytime running lights that run over that kind of look like an eyebrow pretty much to the eye. Very aggressive look in the front. You've also got 6 front parking sensors, which most cars will only come with 4 if they do get any, but the VFs get 6, and that's going to help with that automatic parking system as well. I've got beautiful piano glass finish on that front grille. That glossing actually finishes off really nicely. There's no damage or anything to that, and the front bar is in excellent condition. No stone chips or damage from what I can see. Now, they're coming across to the driver's side. I will also note that your headlights do come with headlamp protectors, which again is very good because you don't want to damage that actual headlight in there. Now, coming across to the driver's side of the car, you will note that there is a decal around the bottom of the car. That's just a black decal at the bottom, racing strips with the checkered marks at the end there for that VF Redline series. Now, coming over to that first alloy, you've got a multi-spoke alloy there in that beautiful black color, which ties in with the whole theme of the car. And the rim itself presents really well. You've got plenty of tread remaining on these Bridgestone tires as well. Yeah, lots of tread there, and you've got those stunning Brembo brakes behind that in that grey coloring with the red Brembo badging in there. Now, for a car of this power and this kind of car, you are going to need Brembo brakes for that stopping power as well. Now, these you've got a vent here on that quarter panel. It's not actually functional, it's just to add a little bit of detail to the car itself. Again, finish off in that nice black color, and you've got that indicator lamp fitted in there for you. Now, the door handles and side mirrors are color matched to the car as well. There is a plastic undercoating just to stop anything serious from getting damaged if a stone does flick up. Now, the car is a keyless entry car with your central locking. There is a little button there to unlock and lock the car. However, do get 2 keys with it, which you do get a physical key, and you can unlock and lock with this as well. Now, if we open up the car and take a look inside, pay attention to how well this car has been looked after, because these seats are in excellent condition. Yes, there is a little bit of wear kind of marks on the actual bolster, which is what you'd expect, but the bolsters itself are still quite firm and still have good consistency all the way through. So looked after really well. You've also got electric seat controls all the way through. This is for your lumbar support, the lean, and also forward and back. And you can also elevate the seat if you needed to. Carpet mats are also in excellent condition, and you've also got that inner scuff plate, which is standard across the Holdens, just to protect that paintwork from getting damaged. Now, the door card also is in excellent condition, and I reckon these Holdens make some of the nicest door cards. Got lots of different materials used there just to add a bit of detail to the car. Now, I will note the car is slightly tinted, which is good for you. It's going to save you a little bit of money. We do highly recommend tinting your car, so added benefit there for the buyer of this vehicle. You've also got the SS badging on the side there, just to let everyone know exactly what you're driving, but I'm sure they'll hear it before they see it. You've also got great rear seats. Bolsters are in excellent condition. No damage or stains or marks or scratches as well, and carpet mats all the way through. Now, this red paintwork is actually phenomenal on this car. Keep paying attention to it because it presents beautifully. That second alloy is also completely unmarked, no damage whatsoever, pristine condition, and fuel filler cap is on the driver's side. That will just pop open for you. That will actually stay locked when you do lock the car. Now, coming across to the tailgate, very striking tailgate here. You've got that black spoiler with that kind of black tinted surround on the outside of the taillights, which again is consistent with the whole theme of the car, and the black roof on top as well. Quite a nice car actually when you look at it. Also got that black piano black gloss finish at the bottom, all the reverse parking sensors, and your reverse camera, which is mounted right in the middle there. Car does also come with the tow bar for any light towing that you could possibly be doing in the car. Now, opening up the boot as well, there is a little button on the key. We'll note that there is no latch on the back here, as it is pretty standard across the Holden range, just to keep it nice and clean and neat, and just stop anyone from kind of getting into your car as well. Now, what astounds me with these Holdens is the amount of boot space that you get in these cars. A phenomenal amount of boot space. If I lift this up here, you've also got your spare wheel mounted under there in that black finish, and looks like it's never been used either. So that is good to know that the car has been looked after quite well by the previous owner. Bring in this down. Make sure you don't close it with your spoiler, as you don't want to damage that either. Paintwork is just A1 on this car. It is actually meticulous the way this car has been maintained by the previous owners. That third rim is also in excellent condition, no damage, and plenty of tread remaining on those Bridgestone Potenza tires on the back. Decal is all nice on this side as well. No stickers are peeling off, no damage. SS badging on the passenger side. And that fourth and final alloy, generally the one that gets the most damage, no damage at all whatsoever. And you've got those Brembos popping out there just behind those rims. Actually, from what I can see, there seems to be a staggered setup on the rims as well. No, just Brembos on the front there, just to help the car stop much easier for you. So we've got 4 great rims, no damage whatsoever, plenty of tread remaining on the Bridgestone Potenza tires. You've got Brembos fitted onto the front of the car, and the paintwork is almost showroom condition. I would say pretty much showroom condition. What we're going to do now is pop the hood and take a look inside. Alright, taking a look inside the engine bay of the Holden here. Now what we have here is an 8-cylinder 6-litre petrol motor. It does come fitted with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, so really nice and smooth shifts between gears, but you've got plenty of gears to move through if you do need that power in that earlier or later end. Now this car has a 5-star ANCAP rating with 6 airbags, so plenty of safety for the passengers in the car. This motor produces 260 kilowatts with 517 newton meters of torque, so lots of torque and power in the car, pretty much as it is a V8. Now, as I mentioned before, petrol motor with a 71 litre capacity, does run on your regular 91 fuel, but do recommend using slightly higher, just better for the car. You've also got a combined fuel consumption of 11.8 litres per 100 kilometers and an average fuel distance of 602 kilometers off a full tank, depending on how you drive this car. All right, now taking a look inside the SSV now. Pretty standard interior in here as well. You've got that nice suede finish along here, which does continue all along the dash. You've also got that SSV Redline embroidery on the dash here, just to let everyone inside the car also know exactly what you're driving. You've got nice carbon fiber plates, piano black gloss finishes on the armrest, and a nice leather stitching. Like I said, these guys make some of the nicest door cards, I gotta say. You've also got full electric windows, both up and down for all passengers. So all 4 windows are fully electric. You've got window lock control behind that, and your side mirror toggles just above that as well. Up here near the door handle is your central locking. You can lock and unlock the car. And next to that on the dash, you've got your headlight controls now. Unlike your traditional standard ones on your toggle here, the Holdens come with one on the dash here. Can turn that off, or you can just leave it in auto. Car's going to decide when it needs to use them, or you can force control them and put them on as well if you needed to. Fog lamp controls are just in the front there as well. Now, on the left here is your illumination for your cluster and heads-up display buttons, which is for the heads-up display up here on the dash, which will project the speed just above there. I'm just going to move that up so I can see that. I can see the temperature, what gear I'm in, and also the speed limit that I'll be going at, which is currently 0. On the right-hand stalk is your left and right indicator, a menu button for the little display in your head unit, and fog lamp, high beam control as well. On the left-hand side are your wipers and washers. Now, the steering wheel is a very sporty, comfortable steering wheel, nice grip as well all the way through. Got paddle shifts behind that, which is for your sports shift system, which we'll touch on that in a minute. On the right hand side are your media controls, so call, reject, voice control and mute buttons, and your source to flick through the different options in your head unit, and your volume controls. And on the left hand side, your cruise control settings, cancel, set, rest, and forward collision mitigation and lane departure warning, which does come in this model. Now, if you did need more information as to what that is, we will explain that to you when you do come in. In addition to these 2 safety features, this car also comes with your blind spot warning system, which is indicated in your side mirror. So there is a little light up kind of indicator on each corner of the side mirror, just to let you know when someone's in your blind spot. On the left hand side is the stop start button. Press to turn it on, as it is keyless entry. Now, the car does also have a dash match, which just shows you how well the previous owner has looked after it. The outside is meticulous, the inside is meticulous. It's just a well presented, kind of good example of a well looked after SSV. Now, the head unit is touchscreen, as you can see. However, you do have all the hard buttons below that. Now, this head unit comes with AM, FM radio, Bluetooth connectivity, and a CD input. Yes, a CD input just below that as well. And you've got your Pandora Connect and inbuilt navigation in this model. So if I open up the map there, you can see we're at 20 to 32 Kangan Drive in Berwick, and you've got all the nods. Dials for your volume. Underneath that is your hazards. You've got dual climate control and all your mode settings in between, and fan speed in the middle here. Got a nice little LED display to show you exactly what your temperature is sitting at, and you've got your dual zones as well. Nice generous storage below that with a 12-volt input for any extra charging that you might be doing. You've also got a very nice leather stitched gear shifter. If I bring that into reverse, you can see that reverse camera that also comes in the model. Towbar nice and clearly noticeable just in the middle there, and when you have the tongue there, it'll obviously be more obvious to you when you are reversing to something. But other than that, rear bar is there. If you do decide to take off your tow bar, you can see that clearly. And you've also got your parking sensor sonar. Now, if I bring it down into drive, flick it to the left, that will engage your sports shift system, so you can manually control the gears yourself using the shifter or the paddle shifts behind the steering wheel like I demonstrated before. Otherwise, just leave it in drive, the car's going to do everything for you. Behind that is your stability control, automatic parking and parking sensor button, so you can turn them on and off if they do get a bit annoying. And on the right hand side is your electric park brake, so up to turn it on, down to turn it off, as pretty standard across most cars. Little compartment here, I like to keep the keys in there. You've got two generous cup holders. Now if I open up the center console armrest, it's a leather stitch setup as well. Actually presents in very good condition. And if I lift this up, you've got more storage in there with another 12-volt socket, one USB input and auxiliary input for your head unit, and a little compartment to actually put your key into. Now that is there in case your battery does die, so you can actually put the key in there, start the car, just lets the car know that this key is in the car, and as I said, that is only if this dies. Close this up, get the camera person to pan around the interior and come up just to the top here to show you the sunroof. So if I press this button here, that opens up your automatic sunroof. You can also close it with that button. And the button on the right is for the tilt, if you just want to circulate a bit of air through the car as well. So nice, easy to access, quite a comfortable car to actually sit in. These seats feel like sofas, and so do the back seats as well. Very, very comfortable cars to sit in and drive in. Got ISOFIX points and car seat mounting points in the back seats. And just look at that leather, because this car is just such a perfect example. Now I do highly recommend you take advantage of a lifestyle pack in a car like this, where your leather is in excellent condition. You just want to make sure you protect it, preserve it the way it is. So please talk to us about protection options for this car, as these cars are now pretty scarce, and you do want to protect these, as these are becoming more of an investment, and almost will be able to provide you with a return down the line if you look after it quite carefully. So please talk to us about our protection options, which we will package with the interior leather protection and an exterior paint protection for such a beautiful car like this. Now what we're going to do is jump outside and wrap up the video. So much for watching the walk around video on this 2015 SSV Redline VF series. Now I hope this gave you a good representation as to the condition on the outside, as there wasn't really much to say because this car is pretty much A1, as well as some of the features and condition on the interior of the car. And this car is pretty much showroom condition. It is an excellent example of an unmolested and well protected car. Now if you did have any additional questions, wanted to test drive it, or actually wanted to purchase it before you came in, you can do that. The number to dial is 99070555. Just before I go though, this car does qualify for our premium mechanical protection plan. Now what that will offer you is 5 years extended protection on 181 electrical and mechanical components of this car, and that covers you up to 200,000 kilometers. So great value in this, especially with these cars. I know you're going to plan on keeping this for a long time, so please speak to us about this. It also comes with the added benefit of 10 years platinum roadside assistance nationwide. In addition to that, I do highly recommend you talk to us about our protective option, which is a lifestyle pack, which is going to give you a lifetime warranty on that beautiful leather on the inside and the exterior paint. And we do highly recommend you take advantage of both these services. Now, these are at an additional cost. However, if you are using our in-house finance, I would love to introduce you to our business managers, Julie and Mario, who show just how minimal these will affect your repayments. Now, lastly, but most importantly, please check out our Google reviews. With over 1,100 reviews and sitting at 4.8 stars, gives you the assurance that you're dealing with the right people and the right kind of business for a great quality vehicle. And if you did have any additional questions, the number to dial is 99070555. My name is Nathan, and thank you so much for watching.